Hello and welcome. This time I will show you 3 best performing Galakrond decks. And first we'll start with the evolution of Quest Shamey. We've got the old package of the Balcry minions, like for example Mind Control tech that will counter our opponent big board, and also sweet combo with Mogu that will rush into something, and then you can mutate this in order to get the A drop. When you will finish the quest, you will double all your Balcries, so it's a really good and efficient way to get more value, especially if this is, pretty important during the early stages of the game. And also, when you will invocate the Galakrond, you will get a 2-1 rush elemental, which is pretty amazing, especially against all those aggressive decks, and especially Pirate Warrior. Also, as a finisher, we've got Shadowwalk, and it shouldn't really be a surprise that we've got Faceless Corruptor. This card is amazing. And Trollbutt Rider, you might think, yeah, okay, it's not really as that amazing, but most of the times it will kill at least one minion that your opponent will play, and at the same time, when you can just like double this value, a pretty good one, and Shadowwalk will at least immediately kill something. During the early game, you want to keep something like the Questing Explorer, Novice Engineer, or Evil Cable Rat. Also, Sludge Serper is pretty okay, but keep in mind that this overload sometimes might mess up with your mana curve. And as a board clear, at least a small one, Sandstorm, will work pretty well. No Hands Gamer managed to get rank 1 legend with this deck list, and it's really good in terms of value, especially because of this hero power. Then you will be able to get one random priest minion. In late game, all that matters is value, and every single time when you will invoke it, you will get additional minion. We've got a lot of board clears and way to deal with your opponent's stuff. Brief, also this board clear, and single target removal that works even against big minions. And also you've got a lot of ways in order to squeeze even more value just by resummoning minions, or maybe out from Death Rattle from, for example, Convincing Infiltrator, but you can also go for this rune, and then you will get 2 copies of a specific thing. It gets even better when you already got any kind of value, for example like Death Rattle 1. Then you can, for example, just transform this little guy into something else and then adapt it and get just the Death Rattle. Also Reborn works pretty well, Leroy as a finisher in most of cases, and because Pirate Warrior is so popular, also this kind of taunt minion will be a really good choice. You can just heal this up or play on turn 2, it's already like well statted, and then you've got Psychopomp to, for example, resurrect this. If you want to get even more value or just get Galakrond right away, you can play Dragon Hoof, or then a little bit later Unleash the Devastation in order to get a really powerful effect. And also all those cards are already pretty amazing. For example, this removal will also work pretty well, and just a little bit of healing on top of it. And also, if you do not already have the Unspeakable one, but you already invoked twice, then Fate Weaver. Just additional, a really powerful minion that's not only a dragon, but at the same time it will give you the cost reduction. On top of it, this legendary minion will be your number 1 for all those Death Rattle synergies. Because of it, you will get a really good board presence. Once again, a deck that's able to hit rank 1 legend. This time it was created by a Dead Draw. I already played with Death Rattle Rogue for quite a while, and I have to say it works really well. Against, for example, aggro Pirate Warrior, you can go for this kind of tactic that you will develop Mechanical Whelp early on, or just go for the Necrim Apothecary. Remember to combo this out. I made this mistake once that I forgot to combo this out, and I was like, wait, what the heck? Is this not like a Balcry? But yeah, okay. When you will combo this out, you've got, for example, Wisp, and also synergize with, for example, Faceless, but that's a little bit off topic. Then you will be able to attach the Zilliax and go for the Burst Healing, which will win you the game most of the times. And against other slightly slower decks, like for example Highlander, then the Death Rattle synergies kicks in, because when your opponent will play any kind of board clear, they will most of the times kill Mechanical Whelp, and then on the following turn you will have 7 points of damage. Also, Huge Edwin, just like always in most of rogue decks, will work pretty well. And what will happen when we'll invoke the Nightmare? Then we'll get a Lackey, which is pretty powerful effect, especially because it costs only 1 mana, and most of those Lackeys are pretty good way in order to just get even more points of value, especially the new one that will discover a dragon. And yeah, most of those synergies works around just a typical tempo rogue stuff, with the Galakrond as a bonus and all those Death Rattles. So during the early game, most of the times you just want to play the Bloodsail on the or cut. And then just follow this up with the Evil Miscreant, We go for the Necron Blade in order to attack, and then on turn 4 trigger the death rattle of it, and also trigger the death rattle of the Necron Apothecary. At least that's the dream. And a Haste Baron, because when you've got a lot of lackeys, then of course you would like to develop this treasure. My favorite one is to get legendaries, but it all depends from the RNG and the situation. Sometimes if you just want more value, pick a different one. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next videos where I will check out even more decks.